theft is always a bad thing. I mean, in the context of you going into somebody else's house to rob them, and then because the economy has been kind of shit for a lot of people right now, overall the economy is well, but I mean, for some people it's still not quite there yet. So we have people breaking into places. And places like Tennessee, for example, which are not really known for their being incredibly bright. I mean, Ken Ham, sorry.
Thought he was in Kentucky.
Kentucky, Kentucky.
Same thing.
The same thing, yeah. And those two areas are really close to each other.
Paddle faster, I hear banjo music.
Yeah. A couple down in Tennessee, in Clarksville, had broken into someone's home while they were at work, which does happen because, that's where people keep their stuff. And they took it immediately to the nearest pawn shop. And while they're at that pawn shop, the guy's like, this stuff looks awfully familiar. So he went home to check on his house and discovered that someone had broken in. Turns out the people who had broken into his house were at his own pawn shop. How is that for coincidence? They apparently tried to pawn 2 PlayStation video systems, the controllers, video games, and DVDs, and the property was valued more than $1,000.
This looks vaguely familiar.
Yes, and the people who did this, their names are
Jeremy Allen Watts, 30, and Jessica Faye.
There they are.
Heddy, 24.
Heddy, yeah, Faye Heddy.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, that's some good planning from her mother. Just saying.
Yeah. That's Headley.
Headley.
It's Headley.
Whilst I will be risking an almost certain Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
I had to watch that tonight.
They were both charged with aggravated burglary. Wouldn't all burglary be kind of aggravated? I mean, just saying. And both are held on $50,000 bond.
Yeah.
So,
well, there is annoying battery, so.
There's dead battery.
I'm so aggravated.
There's dead battery.
I've been burgled. This is so aggravating.
It is.
Heavens to Murgatroyd. I've been burgled.
Tom, your thoughts?
I'm like super frustrated.
I'm old. No, actually, this reminds me of another story of somebody who robbed an apartment, and the person who got robbed found the person who stole like a video camera or saw it like on eBay, and she went to buy the camera that she knew was hers, and she called the police to basically pick up the guy when he came to drop off the camera.
Nice.
It's just an odd situation to. I mean, what are the chances? What are the chances you can rob somebody and then take it to the guy to pawn it?
Yeah. And the fact he was actually the owner of the pawn shop. I've pawned stuff before, and they take your thumbprint, and they check to make sure if there's serial numbers on it, make sure it's not listed as stolen, and they have to hold it for about 60 days or so to make sure that there's no a police reports come out on it. So. Yeah,
we just gotten all the guy's information.
Yeah.
And have him basically sign like, yes, this is mine. Yep. I own it.
Yep. And then, you have to show ID and everything too. Yeah. So. It's not easy. It's not like the old, you see on TV or the movies like, I'm going to go to this sketchy pawn guy and just like, hey, you want to buy this VCR?
I mean, the owner of the pawn shop should have like agreed to give the guy money. It's like, but I need to hold on to it. Come tomorrow and you'll get the money. And then tomorrow you have the cops there waiting for him in the back room.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time.
To be honest, I've known a couple of pawn shops that were not opposed to making a few dirty deals.
Yeah.
Paul, your thoughts?
I can't get past the fact that this took place in Clarksville, Tennessee. Because now all I have is Mickey Dolenz singing Take the Last Train to Clarksville.
I was just thinking that, actually.
Me too.
Take the last train to Clarksville.
That's the one.
The last pawn in Clarksville.
The depth, width, and breadth of the stupidity that's on offer here boggles my mind. I can't understand how it is that I mean, have they never been in a pawn shop before? Is this their first theft? Are these people? I mean, have they just repeated blunt traumas to the head? How could they not know that they're? Never mind the owner of the pawn shop that they went into. What an amazing coincidence! Is the person they stole the stuff from? That these items could be traced.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
don't
they
they know that's what Craigslist is for? Besides, hooking up with
Wait a minute. Let me write that down.
glory holes.
Hooking up on Craigslist.
Glory
Okay.
holes.
I'll have to try that later.
Woof.
Aaron, your thoughts?
Yeah, man, like, here's the thing.
don't
Criminals
have that
are not
agenda.
fucking smart, all right? Like, I know, like, I've grown up in, like, rougher neighborhoods or whatever, and I've been around lots of criminals in my day, and they're not fucking smart. Like, a little while back, there's that story going around about how some criminal mugger dude got a hold of Pokemon Go and was setting up lures for to get people over there so that he could mug them or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. People doing that.
And everybody's like, oh man, like like that's really smart. Like as soon as it came out, they were able to figure that out. No, they didn't. They fucking lucked on that shit. I know they did. There's no way they didn't. The criminals are not fucking smart. You always think whenever you're thinking criminals, you're like, oh, Ocean's 11, stuff like that. No, man. When you're thinking criminals, like you're thinking of like some desperate motherfucker who needs to get some money. And they did something super stupid, and they didn't think about it. And most of the time, they're whacked out on drugs or some kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
So of course they're gonna end up making stupid ass moves just like this. And if you live in a small town like me, there's only like a few pawn shops right in town.
Yeah.
So if you rob anybody and then go bring it to a pawn shop, everybody's gonna know that it was that it was stolen like immediately.
Right.
Right. So yeah, like. These guys, they're fucking retarded. Like, what are you doing? What are you stealing? You stealing your shit and then you bring it into a pawn shop? Why don't you bring it to Kijiji or something like that? You know?
Criminal
What they
translates
should-
into not
what
smart
they
enough
should
to
have
hold
done
the job.
is they should have rented a white van and sold the merchandise out of the back of the van.
Yeah, that's always on the up and up. I
By
see
the
people
way, any
spelling
criminals
stuff in
that
a
are
white van.
listening,
It's like, you want to buy this
is not-
VCR?
we're not trying to explain to you how to do crime, but let me explain to you for a second how to do crime.
Yes.
You get yourself a white van, you put a bunch of VCRs, DVD players in the back, right? And you drive around and you ask people on the street if they want to buy some. That's how I did it. I mean, how friends of mine did it back in the day.
You put on the side, VCRs for sale in big, bright red letters.
Yeah, that's not a no. You don't listen. That is a bad idea.
No, you put candy on the side. I'm sorry. You put
That's
candy.
right.
on the side.
Yeah. A windowless van offering candy.
That's always fun.
Yeah. And Pokemons.
There you go, right?
Consent forms. My day is complete.
There you go, right on the side. Pokemon in here.
Yeah. That's just wrong on so many levels.
Find Pikachu here.
Welcome to the show, Paul.
That is
I'm in for a
MGRO wrong. That's how wrong that is. Oh, did I break Packard?
You broke the Packard.
You'll blast twice with these amazing candies.
Yes. Okay.
Are you enjoying these Pokemon puns? 'Cause
I'm enjoying the
I've had
Pokemon puns to death.
Okay. Electrifying. It's an electrifying experience.
Yes, it is. Did you like this segment of Packard Pokes? If you did, please click here on the video to see more from this show. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the show. You can find our second podcast, The Atheist, the Bible, and No Wardrobe, on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker. Be sure to check those out.